tested 46 motorcycles in just 1 year as a beginner rider. And I tell you all the things that I learned so far. Let's go. So first, cylinders, and that's the main fact of all the things that I learned in the last 12 months. Cylinders is so important for how the engine behaves, how the motorcycle behaves, the engine sound, the revs, everything. Everything is connected to the amount of cylinders that the engine has. So I've wrote a 1-cylinder, a 2-cylinder, 3-cylinder, of course the 4-cylinder, and even a 6-cylinder. And all the different motorcycles has a different behavior. And I'm gonna tell you everything about it. So the 1-cylinder. The 1-cylinder has all the torque and all the power in the low range, so low revs. If you push the throttle handle, you have instant power, instant torque.
This is a 1-cylinder. It means all the power, all the torque is in the low range. Oh, yeah, that sound.
Magnificent. But if you want to go for top speed, let's say above 120 kilometers an hour, it's not really made for it. So if you're driving through the city or off-road, you just want full power straight away, it's there. So that's magnificent of the 1-cylinder. But if you want to go drive through the city, ride through the city with a 2-cylinder, I think it's more suitable because the 2-cylinder has that max torque and max power a bit more high up in the revs. Let's say 3,000-4,000, and then you have max power, which is extremely important when you want to use that power in daily, day-to-day conditions.
So this is the 8R. Last year I tested the 8S, and that was one of the best bikes I tested last year. Great sound.
The 3-cylinder though, it's exactly the middle ground between the 2-cylinder and the 4-cylinder. You have the 3-cylinder. So the max torque and speed is somewhere around, let's say 7,000-8,000. You have the max torque and max speed. But is it really convenient when riding through the city? Because you still need to rev it up a bit further to get that real max out of it.
Agile. Oh, really agile. It has a great sound though.
And of course the 4-cylinder. It doesn't matter if it's a V4 or an inline 4, you need to rev it up quite high. And especially the inline 4, you need to rev it up 8,000 plus and even 10,000 plus to get the max power out of it. And that's really hard, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're on track, it's gonna be full gas, full throttle all the way. So you're gonna be in the high range of the revs all the time and using max power that is available through that entire time as well. But when you're riding through the city, it's really hard to keep it up, that 10,000 plus RPM. It's even quite impossible.
Only 10,000 RPM plus today. I'll try to stay up in first and second gear only. Oh.
That's my taste of it. So the inline 4, I love it, but it's more suitable for track. And of course, because of the high revs, and if you have an extra exhaust connected to the motorcycle, it will have a great sound. Great sound, like 2004 Formula 1 car V10 engine. But day-to-day activities, it's not really suitable. So you want to go off-road, dirt bike, whatever, go for a 1-cylinder. If you want to have day-to-day rides, go for a 2-cylinder. If you want to go on track, like track days, use the 4-cylinder, especially the inline 4. And if you're searching for something like the middle ground, there's the 3-cylinder. And that's how it works. And the second thing that I learned, really important as well, you need to grow gradually in performance, in power of the bike. Because if you have riding classes and you start out with, let's say, an MT-07, Yamaha MT-07, that's how I started. That's a 2-cylinder around 77 horsepower, and you just change it to a BMW S1000R, which has almost 100 horsepower more than the MT-07, you're gonna be in trouble. So you build it up from 77 So let's say 95, 105, 150, 135, 150, 170. And that's how I did it the last 12 months. So some people may say you're a beginner rider already riding bikes 170 horsepower. It's true though, but not really, because I built it up gradually, step by step. And I never ever felt scared on a bike so far. So my biggest advice is build it up, take your time. It doesn't matter, you will get there anyway. It doesn't matter if you take 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 months or 1 or 2 years, finally in the end you will get to the bike you want to ride in the end. So you want to ride super bikes, that's fine, but take your time. Do it step by step. For me, I haven't been on a super bike yet. That will be the next step for next coming season. But when it does, when it happens, I'm ready. And that's because I build it up gradually. So that's my biggest advice. Don't go too fast, too soon. Yes, my third advice is sitting position. Comfort is more important than the power it has to offer or the high amount of torque. It's not about the excitement. Of course, in the end, you want to get some excitement out of your ride, your motor test ride, but it's comfort. Especially when you're tall, I'm 2 meters tall, I want to have comfort. I want to feel safe on the bike and also want to feel in control with the bike. I'm in control and not the bike itself. And that's really important. And I had maybe 1 or 2 occasions when the bike was in control of me. First of all was when it was rainy outside, riding the Ducati Street Fighter V2. The bike was in control. I was a bit scared. I never rode in rainy conditions, and then the bike with 120 horsepower is in control, and it doesn't feel pleasant. And next, furthermore, I've been on the BMW K1600 GT, which is a Dutch police motorcycle actually, 160 horsepower, really big, 335 kilograms. And it felt so uncomfortable.
Big ass bike. It feels uncomfortable, to be honest. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like you're on a rocket ship. 335 kilograms.
So when the bike is in charge, it's getting scary. So always keep in mind the first thing that is the most important thing, feel comfortable on the bike, then go for excitement. Comfort first, excitement second. Yes, and my fourth advice is about tricky conditions, like rainy conditions. Going back when I was still going for my riding license, taking lessons, taking training, I was so happy that it was sunny outside. You know, no tricky conditions. It makes it so much more convenient for me, being an amateur at that time. But looking back at it, it wasn't the case. You need to go out when it's tricky, and you need to understand how the engine behaves, the motorcycle behaves, and how you behave in rainy conditions. I had it once riding that Street Fighter V2, and all my muscles were tight, were tensed, and that wasn't really, you know, uplifting my motorcycle skills at all. I felt scared. The motorcycle was in charge, and that's a terrible situation.
Oh, I feel it in my stomach right now. First time rain doesn't feel that pleasant. You see all the white lines, tarmac. Yeah, those are really tricky at this stage. My visor is so foggy right now. Everyone is struggling within this group. We have 10 people. They're all struggling with these conditions. I'm the one sitting on a motorcycle, guys, and it's tricky out there.
So now looking back, in hindsight, I wish I was going out more in rainy conditions when I was still taking lessons, getting my riding license. Back then I was happy when it was sunny outside, and now I should have gone outside when it was rainy. And back then I cancelled my riding lessons, which is a shame. I should have done it either way. And now I only been out in rainy conditions once, didn't feel great. So next time it's gonna be tricky again for me, and it's not gonna feel comfortable. So just do it. Go outside, get more skilled in rainy conditions, and eventually you will get better driver than me though. And the last fifth advice is about comments from other people. I just started my inline 4 channel. I do get some comments, also negative ones. They say, oh, you're just a rookie rider, you're doing this wrong and doing that wrong. Well, F them all. Just F them all. Just go on a motorcycle, do your thing and get better and get more skilled. I'm a way better rider than I am 12 months ago after getting my riding license, of course. So imagine my riding skills in 1 year or 2 years, 3 years in the future. It will improve in time. You just need time to get a better and skilled rider, but just test as many motorcycles as you can. All the different cylinders, different weights, if it's a naked bike, a sporting bike, a crossover, whatever. Test all the different bikes, engines, brands, whatever. It will define you as a rider, will make you better, and will make you more confident in the future. So thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Cheers.